You know that feeling when you see a gadget and instantly think, yeah, I need that? There's one device on this list that feels like it came from the future, and once you see what it can do, it's hard to imagine living without it. We'll get to that, but first, a countdown of insanely useful gadgets that solve real problems, save time, and honestly, just make life cooler. Some are small, some are powerful, and a few are so practical you'll wonder how you ever lived without them. Let's get into it. Corsair iQ Nexus. If you've ever had a second monitor open just to watch your CPU temps, this one's for you. The Corsair iQ Nexus is basically a mini command center for your PC. It's a small touchscreen display that sits right on your desk or mounts to your keyboard. And once it's there, it changes how you interact with your setup. Instead of opening software, alt-tabbing, or digging through menus, you can swipe through screens that show your CPU and GPU temps, fan speeds, system load, or even music controls. One tap and your RGB lighting changes. Another tap and your mic mutes. You can launch apps, trigger macros, or switch profiles instantly. What makes it addictive is the customization. You design the screens yourself. Buttons, sliders, icons, animations, it's all up to you. It feels less like a gadget and more like an extension of your PC. Once you get used to having live system info at a glance, going without it feels wrong. Handjet EBS 260. This looks like something out of a sci-fi warehouse, and it kind of is. The Handjet EBS 260 is a handheld printer, not for paper, for everything else. Concrete, metal, glass, wood, cardboard, plastic. You literally hold it in your hand, glide it across a surface, and it prints text, logos, QR codes, or barcodes instantly. No stencils, no setup, no mess. It's used a lot in industrial and construction settings, but the tech itself is what's wild. It has a built-in touchscreen, wireless connectivity, and fast-drying ink that sticks to rough, uneven surfaces. Need to mark inventory, label boxes, print warnings or instructions on site? This thing turns your hand into a printing press. It's one of those tools you don't think about until you see it work. Then suddenly, it feels essential. Lauren Powell 3000A Jump Starter. This is the kind of gadget you hope you'll never need, but the day you do, it becomes your favorite possession. The Lauren Powell 3000A Jump Starter isn't just a jump starter. It's a full roadside survival kit in one compact box. It can jumpstart cars, trucks, motorcycles, RVs, basically anything with an engine. But here's the part that makes it insanely useful. It also has a built-in air compressor. Dead battery? Jump it. Flat tire? Inflate it. Phone dying? Charge it. It's powerful enough to handle large engines, yet small enough to keep in your trunk all the time. And it's loaded with safety protections so you don't fry your electronics or yourself. This is one of those peace of mind gadgets. You don't think about it every day, but when something goes wrong, it feels like a lifesaver. Luxonic Pixel Display. Ever wanted your car, room, or shop window to talk back? The Luxonic Pixel Display is a small LED screen that lets you display scrolling text, emojis, animations, and pixel art, all controlled from your phone. You connect via Bluetooth, open the app, and suddenly you're designing custom messages in bright pixels. Change colors, adjust brightness, pick fonts, set animations, even sync it to music so it reacts to sound. People use it in cars to display messages. Others use it as desk decor, storefront signs, or just for fun art. It's not trying to be serious, it's trying to be expressive. It's one of those gadgets that doesn't need to exist, but once you have it, you keep finding excuses to use it. Cabless 15-in-1 charging station. Cables are annoying. Too many chargers are annoying. Carrying all of them? Even worse. Cabless is a Kickstarter project that tries to fix all of that in one shot. It's a single charging hub that supports wired and wireless charging for up to 15 devices. Phones, earbuds, watches, tablets, accessories. All from one compact setup. Instead of a tangled mess of cords, you drop your devices onto one station and everything just charges. Clean, simple, fast. For desks, nightstands, or travel setups, this kind of all-in-one charging solution feels like a small upgrade that makes a big difference every single day. Once you go cable light, it's really hard to go back. Atomic pump. This thing is tiny, like pocket-sized, and somehow, it's powerful. The atomic pump is a rechargeable electric air pump that can inflate air mattresses, pool floats, camping gear, and even vacuum storage bags. And it does it fast. Despite its size, it pushes serious air pressure. You plug it in via USB-C, charge it up, and toss it in your bag. That's it. It also deflates, which is just as useful when you're packing up. No more sitting on an air mattress trying to squeeze air out like a maniac. Many versions even include an LED light, making it perfect for camping or late-night setups. It's one of those gadgets that proves small doesn't mean weak. XR Classic Electric Board. This one's for the people who want their commute to feel like fun. The XR Classic is a self-balancing electric board that blends old-school design with modern tech. You step on, lean forward, and glide. What makes it special is how natural it feels. The motor responds smoothly, the ride feels stable, and it handles streets, paths, and light trails without feeling sketchy. It's fast enough to be thrilling, has enough range to actually get places, and looks clean without screaming tech toy. For carving, cruising, or short commutes, it turns movement into something you actually look forward to. Once you ride something like this, walking feels inefficient. Polari Creator Workstation Monitor. This is one of those gadgets that quietly upgrades your entire workflow. The Polari is a portable touchscreen monitor designed to sit alongside your main display. Think of it as a smart sidekick screen. You can use it for notes, timelines, chats, reference material, or quick controls. It connects easily, supports touch input, and even includes features like built-in speakers and wireless charging. For creators, editors, designers, or anyone who lives on their computer, having a dedicated secondary screen just for supporting tasks is a game changer. Instead of cluttering your main display, everything gets its own place. It doesn't scream for attention, but once it's there, you rely on it constantly. Keto Digital Car Key. Imagine never carrying a car key again. Keto turns your smartphone into your car key. Unlock, lock, start, all from an app. It works with cars that already have push-button start systems and adds a layer of smart control on top. You can even share digital keys with others, set time limits, restrict access, or revoke it instantly. No more passing keys. No more wondering who has access. Your phone becomes the control center. It's one of those upgrades that feels subtle, until you realize you haven't touched a key fob in weeks. DJI Osmo Nano. This thing is tiny, magnetic, wearable, and shockingly powerful. The DJI Osmo Nano is designed for hands-free filming. You clip it on, snap it into place magnetically, and it starts capturing smooth, stabilized video from your point of view. Despite its size, it shoots crisp 4K footage with excellent stabilization. There's even a small dock that lets you preview shots and control settings. For vlogging, daily life, sports, or quick moments you don't want to miss, it removes the friction of filming. No mounts, no setup, no fuss. You just live, and it records. Jabra Panacast. Camera video calls don't have to feel awkward. The Jabra Panacast camera uses multiple lenses stitched together to create a full 180-degree view. That means everyone in the room is visible, no squeezing together, no weird angles. It uses smart tracking to focus on whoever's speaking and adjusts automatically. Whether it's a small meeting room or a personal desk setup, it makes calls feel more natural and inclusive. If you do remote work or frequent meetings, this is one of those upgrades that instantly improves how professional everything looks. You don't think about the camera anymore, and that's the point. FP3 Capsule Power Bank. This power bank doesn't look like a power bank. It looks like something you'd carry every day without thinking about it. The FP3 Capsule Power Bank is ultra small, ultra light, and designed to live in your pocket. No bulky bricks, no heavy cables. It's always there. Always ready. And when your phone hits low battery, you don't panic. You just plug in and keep going. This is one of those gadgets that quietly changes behavior. You stop worrying about battery life. You stop hunting for outlets. It doesn't demand attention. It just works. And honestly, that's what makes it the best kind of gadget. If you made it this far, here's the takeaway. The best gadgets aren't just flashy. They remove friction. They save time. They solve problems you didn't even realize you had. And once you start stacking a few of these into your life, everything just feels smoother. Which one would you grab first?